Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your August reading. Oh my goodness. It's been absolutely crazy busy and a lot of transformations and changes here, right? We are in, of course, the eclipse season. We're also in the Mercury retrograde period and the sun is in Cancer. Okay. All of it together here in a bundle of transformation at once being hurled at us. Universally. So lots of changes, again, Aries, a lot that is moving through, and I thank you all so much for your dear patience with this video. And again, it's going to be specifically for August, and we'll see what's coming through here for you, Aries. And I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and I was getting specifically that there is perhaps something that you may be feeling kind of that you are avoiding. I'm hearing it in that way. Something that you know, Aries, that you're like, it's time. I'm hearing it. There's no question that it's time. I'm hearing it's time. And it's kind of like, it's interesting. I'm seeing you kind of realizing that there I'm hearing power and release. I'm hearing it specifically in that way, and that's not, easier said than done. Yeah, it's not necessarily simple to let go of things that have also remained for quite some time, that have, I'm hearing, played a certain part in our world. But Aries, the feeling I'm getting is that you realize how much creative potential is held in that moment, in which you put your finger on exactly what has been holding you from the point of taking action on what it is that you really want to create, what it is that you really love. And it's interesting because I'm hearing specifically practicality. Okay, so for a number of you, there may actually be this question of, well, how do things actually manifest over time? If I were, let's say that you're really interested in something, or let's say even someone, it's like, if I really were to pursue it, what would it kind of lead to down the line? And so for a number of you, there may actually be this tangible sort of questioning of where your creativity ultimately leads. And that might just be kind of a general question. You may actually be in a field that you're already, involved in, and it might be kind of more casual or more experimental or even interpretive. And then the feeling might be, well, what would this actually lead to down the line? I'm hearing creative resources. Okay, for a number of you, it may actually be related to investment, but I'm hearing, again, practicality, okay, and I'm hearing practice. So the feeling I'm getting, and I'm hearing the universe is with you, okay, Aries. So there could be something that you feel really guided to move in the direction of, but let me say it in this way as well. The feeling I'm getting is that you realize perhaps that there is a certain level of dedication that is needed. To say it in the way that, well, if I am to kind of commit to this, I'm gonna commit to it. And if I'm gonna commit to it, that would mean believing in what would become of it over time down the line. So for a number of you, I'm seeing this as an actual junction point between faith and construction. Okay, I'm hearing of what it is that you believe in. I'm hearing in practiced form. It's real interesting. I'm seeing that it is kind of like theory and passion being brought face to face with how that holds in a physical way. I'm hearing physically for a number of you, but also materially, financially for a number of you. So it's kind of interesting to get in. It's like, I'm interested in this, I'm passionate about it, but how would it really develop over time? That's what I'm getting. And so for a number of you, let's say if you've got a lot of earth in your chart as well, I'm hearing air as well, you may really have this propensity to just kind of like think about things really kind of, I'm hearing delve deeply into the thinking process of why even you do what you do. Why even, and for a number of you, I'm actually seeing there's a lot of questioning here. Okay, it's like you might be, again, involved in a space, even be with a person, and you're like, I really like them. I'm enjoying this. I'm hearing as well. But then there comes the thoughts, the thought train, with all of the luggage and the baggage and the tags and the people and the times and the places and the storylines and the question marks and the periods as well. what is it? I'm hearing specifically that we're going to learn also from this. Okay, well, I'm hearing what's the take-home message? And for a number of you, I'm hearing again practice. For a number of you, there are something that perhaps you've been in the period and in the process of practicing. And the question I'm hearing really is about the point of, I'm hearing the longevity, okay, that can be measured. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing you're like, it's a matter of the strategy, okay? And for a number of you may actually, again, have a lot of air in your chart, and if that is the case, you might feel, wow, you know what, like, I can't just love it. I have to know what I'm learning. I'm hearing that so strong. I can't just, like, you know, lean into the into the role. Either I embody it or I don't, and I need to be sure of what I'm getting myself involved with as well. For a number of you, I'm hearing that it's almost like you want to have a contract of some kind, like before you get really involved in whatever it is you're doing. Like, it's the kind of feeling of like, I want to make sure that I'm going to also be making money from it. I'm hearing surefire. Okay, I'm hearing results. Yeah, I'm hearing it's like, I don't want to take risks. I'm hearing specifically. So there could be something that's a little bit kind of like, you know, even again, investment related. Like, I know I'm going to be putting, be it if you know this, right? I know I'm going to be putting a certain amount of time, a certain level of also effort into this project. I'm hearing this space. And I'm hearing it's not going to be just kind of special. Okay, I'm hearing like specifically, it's not just going to kind of be a fairy tale. And that might be what you're thinking is, I don't want it to kind of just be held in that imaginative state. I do want it to develop. I do want it to kind of flourish. But what does it take also to really implement what will be necessary to carry out what I require of this project to make it work for me? Okay, interesting. So I'm seeing it, it's like, I need to kind of ensure, I'm hearing again, that I'm going to be gaining momentum over time. For a number of you, I'm hearing through this project, and I'm hearing also through this lifetime. Now, for a number of you, again, it could be something that you're involved in, be it a job, be it also a certain person. I'm hearing a person, a partner, a partnership that you're involved in, and you're like, again, it needs to also, it needs to make me happy, it needs to make sense, and it needs to, I'm hearing it needs to manifest over time. Interesting, I'm hearing four-string quartet. Okay, there could be a focus on energy work, specifically Aries for a number of you. But in addition, for a number of you that may be related to the feeling space, okay, where it's kind of interesting. I'm looking at this plant, and it's half dead. Okay, there's like an offshoot that's growing, and it's lively, and unfortunately, I think, anyways. So yeah, for a number of you, I'm hearing you're like, you see potential in something, okay? Like, for a number of you, perhaps you feel that there can be. Also, I'm hearing a huge opportunity for a number of you. I'm hearing learning lesson. And again, the question is like, well, you know what? Right now, I'm hearing it's off season, dry season. I'm hearing right now, I need to make sure that it's going to give also what it needs to ensure that it will reach that opportunity that I see it holding right here, right now. So it's kind of interesting, Aries, what's coming through. And I'm hearing the number 4 for a number of you. Okay, so just a little reading here for August, and I wanted to make this video because I didn't want you guys to think that I was like just, you know, leaving and whatnot. So it's going to be brief though, I think, for the signs here, and then I'll jump into perhaps a more extensive reading soon. All right, love and light to you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Thank you all so much for your dear support and your patience again. Thanks for tuning in, all of you, and for your love and your light that you share with yourself, first and foremost, that you continue to characterize your actions by, your words by, and your world by. Why do you live to create what it is that you do? Answer that question for yourself and find your dreams flourish. Enjoy this period, Aries, again. And if there are questions, I'm hearing specifically for a number of you that you have as it relates to something that you're thinking about pursuing, I'm hearing entrepreneurially, really ask yourself, Aries, sit down and ask yourself, why is it that I feel dramatically drawn to this space? What are the reasons for which I feel myself drawn to also learn more? And for me, it could just be a simple kind of sense of curiosity. Like, I feel very inquisitive about this topic for some reason. I'm really curious. I want to learn more about why birds fly so high the way they do. Like, whatever it may be for you, and even if it's kind of, quirky, or other people may feel as kind of like time consuming and taxing, like, why do you need to go like all through the whole zodiac? Like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but Aries, I'm hearing specifically taxidermy as well. I don't know what that is alluding to, but always take it as you will. What I'm getting is, again, if you're questioning, I'm hearing the right time, the right place, da 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 da. What's that song? I believe it was in Shrek or something. Anyways, so yeah, it's like if you're questioning, is this really the right kind of also, I'm hearing platelet analysis. Again, I don't know what those like here, perhaps. I'm hearing reconditioning for an event, kind of reviewing even material and wondering, am I prepared? Is this what I really need to be also developing? Like, you may be questioning, am I moving in the right direction? Yes, for a number of you, I'm hearing strongly. And it could be like a degree program that you might be in the process of choosing. I'm hearing sailing, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing study abroad program. And nonetheless, I'm hearing transition. Yeah, it's like, and if you're questioning, I feel compelled to kind of pose this question: what is it that I'm hearing awakens your sense of drive? And for a number of you, I am getting again so strongly that there's a question of the long term. Okay, like, and you might be feeling, well, there is so much passion. I'm hearing that specifically, like, right now, right here, right now, I'm hearing so much passion. And the question, though, I'm hearing on the other side of, I'm hearing also on the other end of the line, I'm hearing of the phone is, I'm hearing, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? It's like, what's the role of this passion that I feel? What does it really kind of, again, like, lead to? For a number of you hearing, it has to do with learning. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, Aries, love and light, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, and by the way, Aries, mid-month readings are available the 15th to the 31st of the month. You can access that via the link in the bio box below, and thank you all so much again for your dear support, energetically above and beyond all. Love and light to you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi there, Aries, love and light to you all. We're here with your extended reading for August. Interesting. Okay, I felt really compelled to do another reading here for you. Okay, and the feeling I'm getting is that I'm hearing this is cleanup time. I'm hearing this is a big time sweep. Okay, we're not just like standing on the edge of the basketball court. I'm hearing as well, looking in. I'm hearing at the offense and the defense, hash it out. We are walking, I'm hearing, forward to the principal's office. I'm hearing like first. I'm hearing to make sure that they've got their head on straight. I'm hearing, and if they don't, we're going to screw it in tight, because this is where the talk begins. I'm hearing specifically, I'm not sure what this is alluding to, Aries. I'm hearing strongly Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Capricorn. I'm hearing there is a very important, I'm hearing a message that you feel that you need to deliver, and be it something that is also related to some kind of event that is public. It's like there is perhaps something that you feel, I need to take action with this. I need to deliver this information. Also, I feel obligated, okay, to translate it, to transmission it. For a number of you, you're getting ready to also train for something. I'm hearing specifically, and you're taking it very seriously. This is also not just a kind of like a fantasy, okay, anymore. Like, and if it was, it's no longer a fable that you kind of read as a story at night. Okay, like to your children, to your parents. I'm hearing as well. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Always take it as you will, but in the way of, this will be one day. Don't worry. I'm hearing, don't worry, mom and dad. It will be. Don't worry. I'm hearing it's all gonna be fine. I'm hearing Mark is gonna be married soon, and he's gonna be making a living. I'm hearing not from home. Don't worry. I'm hearing, I don't know what that's alluding to, but again, I'm hearing finding solutions. I'm hearing in the district. Now, I'm hearing Champs-Élysées, and I'm hearing, it's almost as if you, be this your vision and be this to yourself, that you've kind of promised yourself, Aries, like, I promise myself, I'm going to make this dream come alive. I promise myself. And for a number of you, I am seeing that you had the presentation of this dream already kind of ready in a way to be put into place and into practice in form. Okay, and then I'm getting, Aries, for a number of you, that here comes the moment in which you activate it. Okay, that sort of template of your understanding in a theoretical way of what you really want. And it's that point of making the jump. Okay, it's like, this is when we really take the test home, and we take it. I'm hearing by ourselves. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but it's like, this is where, you know, when we come to the point of making the decision, we make it. Right? We don't kind of like make it, like, we're making the decision, adding some salt, adding some pepper. I'm in the process of making a decision, adding some olive oil and mixing it all up, and, you know, I'm making the decision. Someone walks in, what you doing? What you cooking? I'm making the decision. Like, no, I made the decision. That's making the decision, right? It's like, it's done. I am doing it. I'm pursuing it. I'm there. I'm hearing, I'm loving it. I'm here. I'm hearing, hi, mom and dad. I've made it. I've traveled over here. I'm hearing, I'm done. I'm doing it. I'm hearing specifically. It's like, there's a big, I'm hearing jump there. I'm seeing, and how you see, and this is you, I'm seeing looking into your life in a way, Aries, how your world evolves, okay? And it's like a matter of that transition point. And for a number of you, that has become so clear to you, right? That distinction between, oh, I'm thinking about it, I'm in the process of, you know what, it's the process, and then I'm there. Okay, so for a number of you, I'm seeing this is the actual activation space of your passion, of your vision. And I'm seeing you kind of like thinking, well, I hold so much love for this space, and I'm ready to present that. I'm ready to practice that, and I'm ready to portray it as well. And this could be a field even of representation in some kind of way. You might be feeling like, I want to represent this. If this is my vision, if this is my belief, if this is my mission, I want to make it something that I make known. And for a number of you, may actually be making a name for your work. If you're a creative developer, I'm hearing as well, as like, this is my portfolio, and I want to really get it out there. So for a number of you, this is also a space perhaps even of commitment. Like, let's say you've been really interested in a certain field of study, and you're like, no, I'm hearing networking specifically. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm in it. I'm technically making my stuff, I'm making my products and whatever else, but I haven't like utilized, I'm hearing, my contacts yet. I haven't really technically officially called up my last boss. I'm hearing ear horn. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing the letter E, and it's like, yeah, you know, I technically, you know, it becomes official when I I extend it. I'm hearing to others, and so I'm seeing that you're seeing perhaps even your work in a different light. It's like, well, what is considered a personal project and a personal passion, and then what happens when that becomes more public? So I'm seeing that that's perhaps for a number of you, that has been a question of what I love and what I love, what that becomes when it's more real. I'm hearing to me and others. Interesting. So for a number of you, it could even be a feeling of like a space of expectation where you might feel, oh, you know, I feel like there is a little bit of a space of, I'm hearing pretense, like there is I'm hearing a scholastic degree also. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. It's something that kind of becomes of this dream in an official way. And so for a number of you may actually be thinking about deciding on a program, or you might be actually getting your degree, right? That sort of feeling. So Sagittarius, I'm hearing strongly, I'm hearing Scorpio, strongly, Aries, want to talk to you. It's not even funny at this point, okay? I'm hearing there's no going back. I'm hearing there's no going back. I'm hearing from the point at which there was the decision. I'm hearing to in your direction with the subject. And I'm seeing a stingray. It's very interesting. I'm seeing like a stingray and the animal in the water, right? So I'm seeing it as like, you know, but it's very interesting because it looks like an anchor as well. And I'm hearing triclinium. I'm hearing trachea. I'm hearing as well. And what I'm getting is that you're getting the silent treatment. I'm hearing, but for a reason. Okay, so I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but this is something perhaps that you has been also ongoing for a period of time, but it's in the way of, well, it's not random, it's not arbitrary, it's not like, oh, they're just talking to themselves in the mirror for just a little too long there, and they just didn't get back to me. Like, no. Okay, this is like they were telling the clock to turn in a different direction there, and that was taking a little too much time. I'm hearing specifically to tether together with the board for the announcement. I don't know what that's alluding to, but someone maybe was kind of avoiding or evading having a certain decision to make as well. And so a little bit of kind of even I'm hearing pH balancing. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like I'm seeing also a chemist. It's interesting, Aries. I'm seeing a chemist like pouring, like almost combining different elements together, and they're like, I've got to make it like sizzle and pop, but it wasn't happening in the lab, and they're like, fuck, I'm hearing I'm not ready yet. And so they were like, you know, trying to get like all of the little ingredients out together, and like, you know, there were these like offshoots. I'm hearing I don't know what that's alluding to, but they're like trying to make some kind of like solution, but it wasn't having the desired effect in some kind of way. Like they felt like it's not, like, I don't know, maybe like they're planning a party or a surprise, and all of the balloons that they ordered like don't pop like at the right time. I don't know what this is. It's weird. I don't know, Aries. Like they feel like the solution isn't one that solves the problem that they made up in their mind as the determining factor of when the disconnect would connect. And so the feeling I'm getting for you, Aries, is that there is a value, okay, that perhaps someone is negotiating. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but like maybe someone presented something to someone and they like didn't get back to them on that. Like it was kind of like, oh, well, there goes the rain again, like a memory. What's that song? Oh, I haven't heard that song in a long time. Okay, so for a number of you, it's like there's something I'm here rolling. It's like there's something perhaps that you feel, or another may feel, is just not is like frenetic. Even like you may even have brought something up and someone just like they mistranslated it, or they started working on a different project, or they kind of like, and that left someone kind of wondering, oh, so do they not want to work on it with me? Like, what does that mean? And that could be energy of another, dear Aries, right? But I'm hearing Scorpio strongly, and I'm hearing Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, and the feeling is like, you know, at the end of the day, though, I'm hearing tallying the score is not really too much to ask. I'm hearing like, really, as someone may feel it, it's like this is kind of like taking too long. Again, I'm hearing specifically, and the feeling, Aries, may be that someone is ready to kind of pull the trigger there. Like I'm hearing the remote. I'm hearing the remote specifically. Like they're like, okay, all right, time to change the channel. I'm hearing it's been a little too long. I'm not sure again what that's alluding to, but specifically like the feeling that someone feels like also there's a little bit of I'm hearing Plato, I'm hearing like philosophy, I'm hearing hermetics. Like someone is taking their sweet time with this, okay? They're like really analyzing, they're reading, they're researching, and it's making someone feel like what is going on with the, also with the waterworks. I don't know what that's alluding to, but again, Aries, the feeling I'm getting is that, there are only so many things that we can do, right? When we present something, let's say when we feel ready for something, or if someone else feels really ready for something, we can only do so much to catch up to that point and meet them halfway, right? If it doesn't feel right for one person at a certain point in time, then it's just kind of, I'm hearing it's action in and of itself, right? Inaction is also, in a certain way, action. So if someone is, let's say, not participating or not responding to a certain advancement, okay, that someone makes, in a way that is also telling, right? It's kind of like an answer. It's like, that's kind of answering it. Okay, if you're not going to even get back to me, then that's kind of that kind of resolves the question mark in the room, I'm hearing specifically. And so for a number of you, not to say that that is the case, right, or that is what is, but someone may be feeling that way, like, okay, but the feeling I'm getting, Aries, is that someone turns the heck around, okay? Like the minute they feel that, wait a second, I'm hearing I'm losing signal, holy shit, okay. Like they feel it energetically. Whoever you're dealing with, Aries, is like they know how energy moves. They know how to manipulate energy as well, in whatever way that may be meant for you or another. They know they're very aware of their field energetically and that of others in a certain way, even psychically. Always take it as you will. You could be dealing with a Scorpio big time. Now, if you are, again though, Aries, I'm hearing specifically, is like they know when you make moves, okay? Like I'm seeing two people playing chess, but they're not in the same room and they're not playing on the same board. Interesting. I'm seeing though that every move that one makes, the other feels it. When you talk to your friends about me, I feel it. When you tell your teacher that it's time, I'm hearing, to move on to the next lesson, I feel it. I know, be that metaphorical, again, take it as you will. When you are making progress spiritually, I feel it. And when you're getting ready to tell me that as well, I feel it. Now, for a number of you, it's like there is somewhat of this process of mirroring, okay, that has been driving someone absolutely freaking crazy, where they feel like they're making actions with you, or that you feel like you're making actions with them. And so it's a little bit tricky because, and I'm hearing Tracy, like I'm hearing Tracy Emin. I'm hearing it's a multi-step process. Like for a number of you, I'm hearing a stage. I'm hearing as well. Like it's an orchestrated experience in a way where someone feels like, yeah, there's synchronicity. Okay, like I feel it. I feel that our paths are evolving. Yeah, okay. I feel like I'm following them. We're rolling the dice together. It's kind of like the universe is aligning these paths. But at the same time, I am feeling like the tacky on the wall. I'm hearing that connects the poster to the board, and I don't know about that. I'm hearing I don't really feel like this is my place. I'm hearing of censorship. I don't know what that's alluding to, where you might feel like you're responsible or involved in some way in like presenting an image for someone, or like kind of like acting along. I'm hearing acting within a certain space that is presented in some kind of, I don't know what this kind of came through Scorpio. Anyways, nonetheless, the feeling is that Aries, it's like I'm seeing someone reaches out to you, and be it from the past, right? But it's like there's so much, I'm hearing so much emotion at the end of the day that is retracing these steps back together. And I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but to say it in the way Aries, like someone freaking dang dong misses you. I'm hearing dang dong misses you. I've never said that, I don't think. I think maybe once I said it. Ding dong diggity, I think I said that. I don't know what era these words are coming through from, but hey, no judgment at all. But Scorpio, I'm hearing strongly. Aries, it's like there is the feeling that whatever the space is, it's evolving, and you're evolving through it together, and that's not always easy. Okay, it's like I'm hearing specifically, I did not sign up to like feel like I am a twin. I'm hearing that I can't talk to. I did not fucking sign up for this. I'm hearing specifically. I did not tell my parents that I wanted. I'm hearing also, I'm hearing 2 older sisters that would talk back to me. I'm hearing with different names. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like something where you felt, and not, I don't see it as like directly, okay? I don't see it as like a direct translation of that. I see in what is considered a direct translation, but I see it in the way that is going on for freaking ever. Perhaps an accent note there, Aries, but the feeling I'm getting is like almost a little bit of like a feeling of like, you know, a space that kind of you feel related to, but like, or like described in, or in some way, but then you're like, but it doesn't really like, it doesn't really like, describe me. I'm hearing specifically, like maybe like even someone presented you, or like in some way, like is contextually relevant to your work, or is the presenter of your work in some kind of way, and you're like, all right, they called me like cute, but I don't really like go by that adjective very, very often, and that's kind of quirky, but we will work with it. I'm hearing if you want to call me Hello Kitty, I'm hearing I'll purr, but it's not going to be perfect. I'm hearing, and that's, you know, that's gonna be a feeling I'll have to address eventually. And for a number of you, I'm hearing there's just been this a little bit of like an awkward silence. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, where you didn't really know, like, okay, I'm hearing, is it my turn? Is it your turn? Who's the one who to speak first? If you're going to speak first, if I'm going to speak first, what are we going to kind of do about the silence there? I'm hearing, what are we going to say about that? I'm hearing, what's the verdict when it comes down to the version of the story that we both feel we tell best? It's like, there's something of a little bit of even like a space of feeling like practice. Okay, I'm hearing practice, like, I'm not ready yet. I'm hearing, I'm not ready to deliver this information. I'm hearing, are you? Oh, you're ready to kind of talk about this. Okay, well, that, you know, is your call, and this is mine. Well, okay, I'm hearing time to go home now. I'm hearing like there's something perhaps that someone feels is there's a little bit of a space of dissonance, but how do we address it also? And for a number of you, it is a matter of timing. This came through for Taurus, and I believe Scorpio as well, Sagittarius. It came through, I'm hearing as well. I believe it was Libra. Yes, strongly Libra and Taurus. Timing came through as a big focus, signal focus. So Aries, nonetheless, it's like for a number of you, again, I'm getting that there is a huge like spring. Okay, like. And I'm seeing it in terms of like evolution, like something just like a geyser, okay, like springs into life, okay, from the past, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm hearing, what is this to you? I'm hearing, period. Like, if it can come and go like that, I'm hearing if you can kind of like slide in the DM and then slide right out of the storyline after, like so quickly. I'm hearing, what is it to you? What does it mean to you to be and hold a meaningful relationship together? What is that? What is your quote? I'm hearing, please give it to me, and I'll see if it works for me. We'll have that conversation, real talk, real time, right here. But the point is, what's the purpose of it all? That brings us to continuously re-engage, where it's like we leave, we come back, we leave, we come back. You go home, I go home, we take our showers. I'm hearing, we tell each other that's it, that's enough. I'm hearing, I'm not talking to you, you're not talking to me, we're done. And then it talks its way back. I'm hearing somehow like the coil gets wound back into the car. Oh, it's so weird. I'm seeing like a car. It's like a toy car, okay? And then I'm seeing it as like, has this pull of a tab that pulls out, and it creates like a tape measure. Weird, right? I'm hearing distance, long distance. And it's like, it's interesting, Aries, because I'm hearing Leo, Libra, I'm hearing Lisbon, I'm hearing Portugal as well. I'm seeing that there is a focus on long distance, perhaps for a number of you, talking, traveling, even going back and forth. For a number of you, I'm hearing it's been a wild ass ride. I'm hearing we took trips and roads that we did not understand. I'm hearing the Segway manual too. I'm hearing that was really confusing as all frick. But we also are the ones, I'm hearing, who led the trail out at that point to kind of embark on those paths and journeys that we knew we wouldn't fully understand the meaning to, right? It's like to say it in the way that maybe there was some kind of experience and you're like, I don't really fully understand where this is going, but I have this inkling that I do know one thing about it right here, right now, and it is that it holds meaning in some shape or form in my life. And for a number of you, it could have just been that feeling and that knowingness that this is something. I don't know what it is, but it is something. And so that kind of characterization of the something, okay, about this feeling space took on character. Like it kind of then became your prerogative in a way. Like it's something, so I gotta it's like almost like a path that you want to follow to kind of understand more of what this something is. And it's interesting because I'm hearing Libra, I'm hearing Yellow Brick Road, and I'm hearing that song, the broken road, the broken home, broken road. I don't know what that's alluding to, but anyways, for a number of you, it's like there's been a lot of really tricky stages here of movement, of change, of travel, of tracking, of translating, of changing your mind. I'm hearing over and over and over again about where your world is kind of leading you, and be it in any context, right? Be it related to a partnership, be it a person, be it a project, your profession, whatever it is, your passion. How is it that they're separate from one another? Always take it as you will. But it's like to say in this way that I'm seeing leading from a space now of not wanting to talk about that anymore, where it's like, I don't want to have to like test my theory there. I don't want to have to like even tell myself that I am any one person, any one type of person, with any one type of degree, with any one type of interest. I want to just perform. I'm hearing that specifically. And it's been really tricky. I'm hearing again, it's been really tricky. It's been really a matter of, well, how does that really work out in the end? How does that really translate out as the golden goose egg? I'm hearing like of the discovery of who we are when we just kind of are willing to follow that path of finding the answer that is not just one answer, right? It's like there are so many levels to learning I'm hearing the essence of our constitution really as a being here in life. And it's like we knew that in a certain way this would be trial and error. We knew that this was not kind of like fluffy, okay, and fun all the time, and cute and cuddly to hold. It was like there perhaps has been and there has been this process, Aries, of learning not only about what you love, but how you understand yourself through the process of finding what you love. And so it's like kind of this paradox, Aries. It's interesting. And I felt this energy similarly with Scorpio. It's kind of like, what does it mean to find meaning in something? What does it mean to have understood an experience? Let's say we went through something that was really confusing and it just didn't make sense, and I felt like I went in circles and loops and kind of climbing my way through life. And what does it mean then to kind of trace back from that space and feel that whatever it was at those points in time, or at that point in time, that we are not attached to those steps and stages of the experience, and that we're not necessarily defined purely by them, by what we find along the way, by way of what we process along the way, but rather, what does it mean to just kind of flow through the process of letting go of every way in which we hold judgment over how we live from a place of love. What you love, Aries, right? What do you love? And what do you learn about the space of what you love when pursuing what you love? What does it mean to love what you love as the one who loves it? What do you characterize of what you love in the process of defining it? What is it that not only you feel the need to let go of, but that you feel challenges you to perceive it by way of letting go of you? In other words, when we experience something very challenging and difficult, how do we make or pass a judgment on that experience? How do we make peaceful resolution with it? How do we make amends in a way that confronts not necessarily what the concept is of that experience, but rather our connection to it on a perceptive level, where we're challenging what we direct in that space as true to us. Aries, the feeling I'm getting is that in a lot of ways you're in this process of dissolving how you view your passions. And that includes self-talk, that includes how you start your day from the very first moment that you wake up. How is it that you stare yourself down? I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but always take it as you will. Dear Aries, I'm hearing Scorpio strongly. What is I'm hearing self-fulfilling prophecy, I'm hearing specifically. What is it that we feel is also judged? And when we are presenting our purpose to the world in the form of what we do, be it a performance, how is it that we choose to shine the light? Instead of kind of analyzing, let's say, what we feel our actions can be seen as, labeled as, judged as, right? Because like judgment is interpretive, is exclusive, but action, performance, expression is the signature of the soul, in a way. And when we sign it, with our truth, what's the discussion that is eliminated? When we just are honest with ourselves and others, with what we want, with what we love, with what we want to learn more about of ourselves and what we see of our future. Right? So I'm seeing that for a number of you, there may be some sort of discussion that might be related to the space. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you, Aries. Have a beautiful August, and I'll see you soon.